Warm downslope today. I call it warm. I mean, it's in the 50s, but with the clouds and the wind itself, probably won't feel all that warm. You've got snow trying to arrive this evening by 8 to 9 o'clock for Colorado Springs, for Woodland Park, for Canyon City. If you live west in the mountains and valleys, you're probably even seeing it by 6 to 7, but evening is when we start to get snow. So for Valentine's Day plans, that's my thinking. We are going to get snowy and icy Wednesday morning commutes. I think part of the problem is we're kind of warm today. We're going to get pavement that tries to melt a little snow. Cold air will quickly freeze things over, but then we snow on top of that. Could be a little icy underneath. Now, the heaviest snow is going to fall tonight through tomorrow morning, but the strongest winds are really more through the afternoon tomorrow. So that's kind of a two-part storm. Snow and it'll be windy tonight, but lighter snow and heavier winds tomorrow afternoon. So kind of two parts to it. Today, we're starting in the 50s and 40s, and we actually have a good amount of rain and snow spinning across the plains right now. The big story is obviously this snowstorm, and a lot of people always want to know how much. We talked about when. The when is tonight through tomorrow. The how much, this is the interstate look. I-25 does very well, even on the low end. Even if it's only like a couple inches in the Springs or Fountain or Pueblo, that's still enough snow and wind and cold to make it a pretty rough day tomorrow. On the high end, well, it's a much more impactful storm. Now, when we look across the viewing areas and kind of break this down a little bit, Woodland Park 5 to 8 inches. Colorado Springs, generally on the west and north sides of town, you'll see a little bit more. When you look out to Woodland Park, about 5 to 8 inches. Monument 6 to 9. Castle Rock does a little bit better. Schriever in the airport, about 2 to 5 inches. Pueblo, the wet mountains get a lot more. Beulah 10 to 14, that's the same with Rye. St. Isabel is 1.5 feet probably. Pueblo, Canyon City are both in the 3 to 6 inch range. For Trinidad, that's between about 8 to 12 inches, so about a foot of snow through tomorrow, and Raton Pass to the south would be even more. The wind chill effect will be awful. Like the entire day tomorrow will be cold and windy, but it'll be worse in the afternoon as that temperature drop really kicks in, and we'll have some of the worst cold by Thursday morning. And it's not just in the Springs, it's every city. Every city gets progressively colder tomorrow and windier through the afternoon. So a high of 19 doesn't matter. The whole day the temperatures are falling. On Thursday, we start with really cold air. If it's still windy, the wind chills are like -10. We're going to be back to the 50s over the weekend. But we just want you to be careful, and you do need to plan for some school impacts tomorrow. Districts will make up their own minds what they want to do, but we wake up with a few inches of snow. It kind of seems like an easy choice. In Pueblo, we know that we're going to have cold and snowy weather tonight and tomorrow, and then some 50s over the weekend. The weekend does look better. Canyon City, we did some blowing snow on Wednesday, and then we're back to the 50s over the weekend. With Woodland Park, we are seeing these temperatures in the teens tomorrow. Lots of snow tonight and tomorrow, and extremely cold Thursday morning.